Hi friends! If you're someone who is eager to cultivate the habit of reading books, or if you used to be a book lover once upon a time, but have stopped reading because life got in the way, and now you're eager to get back to that habit, then this video is for you. My name is Nim Golkar, and today we're going to talk about 5 amazing books you must read in this lifetime. Now, reading books not only helps you expand your mind, but it also helps you look at life through a wider lens. So let's get started. The first book I have here for you today is called How to Win Friends and Influence People, written by Dale Carnegie. And the little blurb at the back of the book sums it up beautifully. It says, "This book will help you solve one of the biggest problems you face: how to get along with and influence people in your daily business and social life." Now, there's a really interesting chapter in this book which is titled 6 Ways to Make People Like You. And in that chapter, one of the principles that the author shares is really interesting. Carnegie says, "Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves." Now, friends, many of us, we hesitate to make small talk, or we believe that we're not good at small talk because we may be shy or we might be introverts. In reality, making small talk has got very little to do with whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. At its very core, the ability to make small talk depends on asking the right questions and being a good listener. All right, let's go to the next book. This one is called Never Eat Alone, and it's written by Keith Ferrazzi. This is a modern day classic about the importance of networking. Many people believe that networking is not really important, or they don't have the smallest idea about how to get started when it comes to building a professional network. You know what they say, your network is your net worth. So building a professional network is incredibly important, and this amazing book is going to give you some very powerful techniques and strategies to help you start building a strategic professional network. I'm going to read you a few lines from this book that really stayed with me. So over here, the author says, "Your potential for connecting is at this moment far bigger than you realize. All around you are golden opportunities to develop relationships with people you know, who know people you don't know, who know even more people." So if you've always wanted to get started with networking, get started with this book. Over to book number 3. This is my all-time favorite, which is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, written by Stephen Covey. If you haven't read this book, you absolutely must get started with it. One of the principles that Covey made very, very famous is the circle of concern and the circle of influence, which you can read about in one of the chapters in this book. What Covey says is that there are always going to be multiple things that we're all worried about, big and small. Those are part of your circle of concern. But then Covey also talks about the circle of influence. These are those worries that you can do something about. And by going through the exercise that he recommends in one of those chapters related to circle of concern and circle of influence, you, my friends, will figure out that you are in control of a huge part of your life. So you really don't need to worry about everything all the time. All right, let's go now to book number 4. This is a really small book, but it's a powerful book, and it's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, written by Richard Carlson. This book is all about having a perspective, not worrying about all the little things of life that get us down on a daily basis. And in this little book, there is an incredible chapter which is called Become aware of your moods and don't allow yourself to be fooled by the low ones. In this book, the author writes, a low mood is not the time to analyze your life. I'm going to repeat that because that's such a powerful sentence. A low mood is not the time to analyze your life. The trick is to be grateful for our good moods and graceful in our low moods, not taking them too seriously. The next time you feel low, for whatever reason, remind yourself, this too shall pass, because it will. And the last book I have here for you today is called The 80-20 Principle, written by Richard Koch. Now, I'm a big fan of the 80-20 principle, which is also known as Pareto principle. At its core, what this principle is saying is that 80% of your outcomes come from 20% of your tasks. 80% of the outcomes you seek come from 20% of the tasks that you've got written down in your to-do list. So this principle helps you to become more productive by learning the art of prioritizing all the tasks that you've got for the day, and by also learning to focus on the things that truly matter. So friends, those were the 5 books that I would highly encourage you to read. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon with my next video. Bye for now.